Yes, don't forget doggydiamondsnofilter.com is the official website of Doggy Diamonds. Make sure you log on the daily. If you missed any videos, they are on doggydiamondsnofilter.com. You should bookmark the website on your computer, your laptop, and bookmark it on your phone. So you could go there every day. Check it periodically because there's always some new content on doggydiamondsnofilter.com. And listen, have you heard about this $100 promo deal that I have? If you haven't, I'm going to give you some details really quick. First and foremost, the promotion will be done on Doggy Diamonds TV as well as the Interlude TV. That's on the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the Threads account, the Facebook accounts, and the Twitter accounts. I could promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just contact me at Doggy Diamonds on Instagram. At Doggy Diamonds on Instagram. Let's go. Yes. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. And don't forget,
Doggy Diamonds did this.
yes, quick show really quick. I just want to say some things to y'all. Something that was on my mind. I just want to say something really, really quick. I won't keep y'all that long, I promise. Just bear with me. Let me go through this. King Michael Coy is in the building. CEO Falcone is in the building. Mega Bills, where the hell you been, bro? Rob C is in the building. Big Ma, the moderator's in the building. City Boy Floyd is here. Raymond Lund, what's up? Maxwell Trucking LLC is always here. Watt Slice, what's going on? Nate Jackson, how are you? Make sure you get the lights. Isaiah Jackson, I appreciate that you like what I'm doing. But don't forget,
Doggy Diamonds did this.
yeah, Bernadette Bernie, how are you? Yes. Beloved 2917, you want to know about Clark Kent? Look at the last video. Adrian Green, I just uploaded a video. Andre 3 triple O's, what's up? Shadow Proverb, what's up? Beloved 2917, Rob C, what's going on? I'm here.
Doggy Diamonds did this.
Yes. That was offbeat. That pissed me off. I don't like to be offbeat for nothing. Max Temple 100, what's going on? Magnum Thomas, what's going on? A DZ 617. Libzo, what's up? Sean Briggs, what's going on? Syracuse is in the building. Yes. What's going on? Man, I'm glad you free. You got locked up. You free. That's the best part. You free.
Doggy Diamonds did this.
All right, that was on beat. I like that. Hemp, what's going on? Glad you here. D Stu, what's the word? What's the word? 7 Resolution, what's going on? Peace to you as well. Yes. We're going to have some real talk tonight, as always, but get them likes up too, man. We got 100 people in the room. I need them likes to match the amount of people in the room. Disrupting Reality NYC, what's going on? Always here. Yes. Rob C, what's up? Yes, I'm still here. Yes. Jamaica, New York is in the building. God Brew 109. Official Nation, what's going on? All right, y'all. I'm ready to do this really quick for y'all. Remember, this is for y'all. This is somebody said, yeah, to show you a real one. You don't like you don't like it off beat. I'm telling you, man, I have an issue with anything off beat. Like, it just gotta be like
Doggy Diamonds did this.
It gotta be on beat. I can't be off beat. All right. I'm doing this show really quick because a lot of things going on in our culture. Our culture is started as hip hop. Many things go on in our culture, right? Street stuff happens in our culture. Hip hop started in the streets, but slowly but surely, many of us elder statesmen wanted to come from the streets. Like, we don't really co-sign drill. We know gangster rap is fake. You know, a lot of people just had a persona, but it is some real stuff going on out there in the street. You got Dirk, you got Casanova, you got so many rappers that are incarcerated. I think we have to be responsible with our platforms, what we talk about. For me, I don't really like reporting street stuff because me personally, I think it's goofy. I think it's real goofy, and I don't even use that word because that's a Chicago word. But I think it's goofy to talk about street stuff. Why? Because that's where I'm from. I done been traumatized by it. I done seen the bodies. I done seen the bullets. I done seen the stabbings. I got stabbed. Family members got shot, killed. I saw it firsthand. When you report it, you have to be very, very, very careful how you report it. Because if you report it a certain way, it can look like you're glorifying it. I never glorify it. Even the guys that I don't like on YouTube that got channels, me and them don't get along or whatever, I don't see many of them glorifying it. They know that it's a trap. But these guys right here are not from the streets. They're not even from this country. Now, this is not a stab at them. This is not going at them. This is not disrespecting them. This is just OG to younger G's. And we ain't talking about bank accounts. We not talking about how many subscribers you got. We ain't talking about none of that. We just talking about somebody who's from what you like to talk about and who been in the culture longer than y'all. So your house don't matter. Your car don't matter. Your bank account don't matter when people are getting hurt and you're irresponsibly reporting stuff. Don't matter. None of that matters because what we report, what we egg on, what we think is cool, what we say, oh, you're not going to spin the block? Oh, you got to get back at them. Got to be more careful. And if they really was from where many of us is from, they would know it's just certain things you don't say. Because it's cool until your man got his head blown off. Isaiah Jackson, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. It's cool until your man get his head blown off. Then you report different. But when you're not from that, this is all a joke. This is just talking. This is just, And then you got DJ Akademiks who, did his thing off the war in Chirac. After he did the war in Chirac, he did his thing and he built this platform. I'm not even going to diss him in his platform. He did his thing. He came up. You have Poetik Flakko, who is a carbon copy of DJ Akademiks, who's on the come up as well. But they not from the streets. Breaking down lyrics, egging on beefs. And when I say egging on beefs, telling people they got to spin, telling people you got to get your get back, telling people, oh, yo, he said this about you, and just reporting it. Sometimes, let me tell you something. Y'all know my cousin, my older cousin, Tad. He's on here with me. It's times where I called him. I was about to crash. He's never told me, yeah, yo, you got that on you? Put in that work. He's always told me, go home. We'll figure it out later. Go home. We'll figure it out later. You safe? You ain't in no danger? You not backed in the wall? Bounce. Nobody really from this want to see it go on or publicly say, tell people go put in work. Nobody really from it. You got my brother, Big Fruit, 23 years in prison. My other brother, Butter, 21 years. They did all these years in prison. Everybody who I know that did a hell of a lot of prison time, who done got shot, stabbed, they don't glorify none of this. They be like, they might tell the stories of what took place, but they always talk about it from the space of don't do it. This is what happens. But you have these guys, and they're supposed to be talking about rap. If they talked about rap more than they talked about the streets, then maybe rap would be more prevalent than this fake street thing that everybody think that they got to get stripes from to get reported on. Akademiks do his things. He'll talk about record sales and all that. But at the same time, when you say, oh, you didn't get no get back for Vaughn, when you say that to Dirk, now your fans and your following is now trolling Dirk. Now they trolling Dirk. He got to get up every time he go online. Online is the way we all make our money now. This is the new way. This is the new lie. That has nothing to do with Twitter, has nothing to do with Instagram, none of that. This is how we communicate. We stream, we do all this. But if you say, hey, spin the block, this one, and then when you start interviewing people who unalived your man, like, what if your man got unalived and then people interviewed the person that unalived your man? Let's really think about that. The person who unalived your man get a voice? So the kid who partook in unaliving Pop Smoke, he sat down and told a story. Everybody listening to what he got to say. Now, I believe that everybody's story should get told, but he didn't tell it from a remorseful side. He told it from the side of, I'll do it again. So now, you got the Brooklyn kids that want to get their get back. And then when they get their get back, because y'all ain't do nothing to such, that's all people do. I'm telling you, unless you have a big platform, you get trolled like crazy. People be in your comments. That's why I don't say certain stuff, because I know the power of the voice. I know the power of the platforms. But I'm from that. I got wounds on my body. I'm from that. Stab wounds. I'm from that. That ain't nothing to glorify what's going on out there. What's happening out there is nothing to glorify. I don't even sometimes want to even talk about it. That's why I don't say, oh, such and such spun the block, 20 dudes, this, that, and the third, because it's real out there. So when you report it like matter of factly, but if you ever been traumatized by it, you don't think it's cool or cute. Our young men and women are dying. We have a responsibility. We do. We can't blame nobody. Now it's us now. Now we black men and women with platforms. This ain't no gossip. This is murder beef. This is that. So when you get up there and shit is real. It ain't that deep to you because obviously you never lost nobody. So for you to say it ain't that deep, I guess you never stood over your man in the casket. So what if the person that killed your man get a voice to sit there and talk and say, yeah, I killed his man? And then people come into your comments, yo, such and such was on the platform. He killed your man. You ain't gonna get no get back. Now, no matter what you say, you ain't spend for your man. Until you spend for your man, nobody want to hear from you. You don't know what that's like. So it ain't going to be deep to you because you shallow. That's why it ain't going to be deep to you. I stood over caskets. I'd be damned if somebody interviewed one of the people who unalive one of my people. Ain't no more podcasts for nobody. Everybody's shows is over. So you want to say it ain't that deep. You know why? Because a lot of y'all, again, a lot of people who from this don't even want to see it, don't even want to deal with it. You got a 28-year-old guy and a 33-year-old guy who never walked the streets, never been in the street. They have not been in the streets. They don't know the harm that they do when they talk about it like it's just some regular stuff. No. It's on us now. We can't say Vlad did this, Adam did that. It's people that look like us that's doing it now. And what's the big deal? They not like us. They not like us. I don't even like some of these guys on YouTube. We don't get along, but I never really seen them glorifying it. I'm going to be real with you. A lot of them, the dudes I don't get along with, I don't see them glorifying it because they come from that. They seen it. They saw it. They traumatized by that. Yo, we traumatized. Yo, we are traumatized. Some of my friends got killed before they had facial hair, and there was no platforms. There was no Instagram. There was nobody to say, ha ha, niggas killed your man. I'm smoking on this such and such pack. You know how hurtful that shit must be? You gotta wake up every day, somebody talking about they smoking on your man, smoking on your sister, smoking on your cousin, who was heinously killed in the street, and then you got dudes irresponsibly reporting it like it's just regular news and then moving right along. And then when you do what you gotta do to get some get back, then they're reporting that your ass is picked up by the feds. What was supposed to happen? Quando Rondo was glorified. Lil Tim was glorified. Taking pictures with him, he was put out there. Dirk, again, is a young kid. He doesn't have the knowledge that we have. He doesn't have the thick skin that we have. He's gonna get trolled. He's gonna, you gotta spin a block for Vaughn. Vaughn this, Vaughn that, Vaughn. He's going to erroneously do some dumb shit because they're not our age. They don't know. I get trolled, and I'm not even nowhere as big as Dirk or Akademiks or Vaughn or none of them. And it's annoying. It's annoying. Now, what if somebody is trolling you about your dead homie? Every day. The streets always need a body. This shit ain't just content, man. They making people content. And real lives is being affected. Children are losing their father. Mothers are losing their sons and daughters to the prison system, to the morgues. This shit ain't just content. You can't just make people content. You can't just talk about it casually. The same way everybody was going at dude for saying he got his TV turned off. He got his snot box rocked. We didn't think that was cute. People was mad at that. So how, but at least I will say he's from it. He comes from it. Now imagine two dudes who's not from it. And it's not only him, but it became profitable to talk about our dysfunction. It became profitable to talk about all this stupid ass street shit. We losing. You can't even change your life around. Dirk tried to change his life around. Too late. They breaking down lyrics. They doing detective work. They taking this piece, putting it with this piece. Right here, he said this, so he had to be talking about him. Trap Law Ross is doing whole documentaries. Whole documentaries. And it's celebrated and again, rule number one is don't do it. So we could start there, don't do it. So we're not gonna play. So cause if you don't do it, nobody can say nothing. But it is the pressure to perform. All we are, not when I say we, I'm not gonna separate myself from others. But all we are is how we perform. Oh, you don't get busy, or you not this, that, and the third, then you this. We're not allowed to be regular. We're not allowed to just be a dude who be cooling in the crib. You got to be ready to spin. You got to be ready to spin. Or you ain't spinning, or you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. Oh, you ass. You from the rack and you don't this, you not from O Block, you not from 63rd. We don't even know some of these kids rap. What I told y'all about people calling themselves rappers. Rapper's the new N-word. When you get called a rapper, nobody cares about your life. But now dudes are reporting all of the beef, and breaking down every arrest. The feds is coming and all. What the hell is going on? And y'all think that shit is okay? So we watching the beginnings of the beef. It's being reported. It's being egged on. The diss records is being played. And then it get real. But people could erroneously report because they don't have to go out there and deal with nothing. They don't have to deal with nothing. Listen, man. Have you ever been to a funeral in the wake of your man, your homie? It changes you forever. Because now you got something called survivor's remorse. And then you start thinking about, damn, if I was there, would my homie be dead? Because I would have been there and and then you would have. And then let me say something to y'all, right? This is something that's deep too, because like I said, I don't want to I'm not trying to disrespect Akademiks or Poetik Flakko. I just think they young dudes who are a little misguided. They getting their chips, they getting their paper, and they're misguided. But respectfully, when somebody said, have he spit his DVD? I'm going to address you in a minute. Remember you said that. Because how could you say that to me? How could you say that to me? You can't blame the bloggers. If dudes stopped doing dumb shit, there wouldn't be nothing to report. So there's nothing else to report but so what you're saying, there would be nothing there's nothing to report but dumb shit. That's what you're saying. That don't make no sense. There's other things to report. You got different people dropping albums. You got different things going in the culture. You don't have to report the dumb shit because you're not out there. You're not a part of that. This is what I'm saying. The people who's from that and a part of that don't even want to talk about it because they know that it's glorifying it and the problems that come with reporting it. They know that. Only people who's not from that is going to glorify it because they don't know what comes with that. But I addressed that really quick. Let me say something else really quick. Akademiks had an issue with Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana. He started crying. He started crying. No blood was shed. Not a punch was thrown. Not a bullet was let off. Not a knife was swung. Saucy Santana said something to him. He started crying. He started crying. So if you start crying because somebody said something to you, how you think people feel when you report that they man got body and they need to spin now? Nobody got harmed. There was words. You start crying from words. How do you think people feel when they got to go to their man's funeral, when they got to bury their man now, or they got to tell they little nephew or their niece, your daddy ain't coming back, I got you. So if a fun boy could say something to you and you could cry, imagine what a bullet could do to you. That's what we know. That's where we come from. Stabbing, bullets, prison. He got threatened by a sissy and cried, literally cried. Cried. Just really think about it. Just really think about it. Everybody that I know that been in that penile system, they don't think that shit is cute. They don't think that shit is cute. A lot of my brothers is on YouTube and they telling you, stay away. We done survived stabbings, shootings, murders. These motherfuckers, one is from Jamaica, one is from Liberia. Let's just be honest. We gonna be honest. We gonna have to be all the way honest. They not from this. They didn't go through them trenches. So if a sissy could say something to you and you cry, how you think a man feel and you sitting there talking about how his man got smoked? in front of 20,000 people. Breaking down lyrics, replaying the surveillance tape. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? There's something wrong with that. Because that's what's promoted. Look what I got demonetized for. They said I talk about controversial topics. Not one time did I smoke a blunt in front of you and never drunk, never talk about no gang shit, no jail shit, none of that shit. And they told me I talk about controversial topics. Black, you got to blame all who tune in and support them dudes' channel. Reason why I don't blame them is this. This is why I don't blame the people who support that. That's all they know. That has been promoted highly in our culture. They don't know any better. I'm telling you. That has been promoted highly in our culture. It has been promoted. When I say promoted, that's the first video. You think a dude gonna get all them subscribers because he got them by himself? It's promoted. It's all a part of the agenda. It's all a part of the agenda. It fits right in. They don't know any better. They don't know any better. They, like I said, one dude, Poetik Flakko, is 28. Akademiks is 33. They probably never had a fist fight. So this shit is just content. This shit is just content to them. They don't know that it get real out there. And if it get real, they just gonna report it. This shit is just content. It ain't just content with me when people passing away, when people losing their life. It ain't just content. Shit is real. I'm from Brooklyn, New York City. 6 degrees of separation with me and everybody. See, when you from the streets, it's a stigma put on you because you should know better than not to say that. You should know better than not do that. But then you'll have individuals who ain't about beans and franks that could just come talk whatever they want. Talk all the street shit. Don't even gotta be from the street. Just really think about that. How could you talk about the street and not be from it? Because if you from it, you're gonna be like, yo, don't do it. Don't do it. Yo, this shit got real. Yo, y'all need to chill. It ain't about nobody snitching on theyself, bro. It ain't about that. It's not my job or anybody's job to solve a crime. We trying to change the culture as a whole. We trying to change the culture as a whole, but it start with us. We got the platforms. Little Dirk didn't say, hey, man, I'm about to put this bag on their head. I'm sending them out there. He didn't say that. He just had to deal with, yo, people saying I ain't spending for my man. Yo, you know what's messed up too, man? Us as black men and black women, we don't even get room to grow. We're not even allowed to change and mature. People, if I say something today, I'm held to that forever. You're not even allowed to change and mature and grow. We don't even allow our people to grow. That's why our people don't grow. They just stay right there. That's why Rick Ross would be a 50-year-old little ass kid. That's why Buster, Fat Joe, Jim Jones, a lot of them, they'll be 50-year-old little ass kids. Because that's what the culture promotes. That's what the culture wants. They don't care about us, man. We got to care about us. And at the same time, everybody's saying the streets is goofy. But the streets, I told y'all last night, the night before, the streets is only taken. The streets don't give. The streets don't give. It only takes. It only takes. There's no healthy alternative. For example, people say to me, I said, damn, it ain't really no platforms out here really trying to you build. They say, Wallow be trying to build. Okay, so Wallow be trying to build, but now look at Gilly behavior. So if you can't get through right next to your man that's sitting next to you, how the hell you want us to listen to you? Just really think about that. Gilly like that stupid shit. Praise it. Too old for it. And that's my dude. But still. And the reason why it gets done is because we see the alleged bags that's tied to it. So dudes would be like, nigga getting money though. The same shit y'all said about Puff. He getting money though, he a billionaire. At what cost? Gilly should be on a street prevention thing. Lost his boy. He know what it's like. He know what it's from. These two dudes don't know what that shit is like. That's like me right now going to NASA and just reporting what I see with rocket ships taking off. I don't know what the hell going on. This street shit just ain't content. This street shit it ain't just content. When you bury your man, it ain't just content. When they just call your man a rapper lost his life and gang shit, and your man might not even have been a part of none of that. And then you got, Gilly don't promote violence at all. You seen one vid of him in the hood and you make your judgment based off that. So you're talking about a video, right? I'm talking about, I know niggas beyond videos. See, that's the difference. That's the difference between me and some of y'all. You talking, I'm not basing nothing off no video. I'm talking about knowing dudes. You want me to show the videos of him in my hood? With me? So what are you talking about? And y'all better stop talking to me like y'all talk to these other dudes, because I'm different. Outside for real, been out there. Define street stuff. You don't know what street stuff is? You don't know what street stuff is? Like he's not allowed to talk about dirt cause the streets, or do you mean the low-level artists with no clout? It's promoted, listen, for the slow people in the back. It's promoted prior to Dirt Case. What do you think leads up to Dirt Case? I read the whole thing. It's before Dirt Case. Did we know who Lil Tim was? Dudes is interviewing him, taking videos with him. Quando Rondo, all these names. Who's reporting? I'm not reporting that. I don't report that. Who's reporting it? Who's reporting that? I'm not reporting that. I don't report that. I don't report that. I don't think that's cool or cute. I'm from that. I sit before you, damn near on some Hulk Hogan shit, say your prayers and eat your vitamin shit. I tell you don't drink, smoke, do all the wild shit. I don't report that. Ain't my job to solve nobody crimes, nobody cases. I'm not showing no surveillance footage. It ain't none of that shit. Because every time you do something, and when I'm telling you, is every time you talk about street shit, every time you talk about Vaughn and Dirk reporting it on Twitter because you watched that Trap Lord Ross video. You ain't know that shit. Get out of here. You ain't know that. You watched another person not from the culture piece shit together. Cut it out. A lot of y'all not as smart as you try to act like you are, and I damn sure ain't dumb at all. But Vaughn, they promoting it on Twitter. Do they really? Watch the white boy put a 4-hour documentary together. Y'all need to get it together, man. So if you talk about it, what's the prevention? If we know the problem, what's the solution? It's just gonna keep going? That's what I'm saying. Again, if a dude has to hear a dude talking about how his man got bodied in front of 20, 30,000 people, how do a man have a fun boy talk to him and start crying? You serious? He started crying over words. Crying. Bottom lip. Over words. What about when your man got popped? And it's us. We the black people from the hoods. We know that shit. They not from the hoods. It's almost mimicking us and mocking us. It's mimicking us and mocking us. That's all I'm just saying. I just want you to think. I don't got all the solutions. I ain't right. But I got to report shit responsibly. I have to. I could get them numbers and them views. But at what cost? At what cost? At what cost? You think I want to see? You know how when my man Triple Beans got unalive like that, you know how much that shit hurt me? I know that man. I know that dude. You know how much that shit hurt me to say rapper Triple Beans got his TV turned off? That shit hurt. I know him. That's not funny. It's not content. It's not content. People really losing their lives. This shit is not content. It's not funny. For you to see it, somebody that you ate with, somebody you talked to, somebody you built with. I gotta find a video where I'm sitting there talking to Triple Bean saying to him, yo, bro, you gotta leave that lean alone. This video of me telling AR Ab, yo, bro, I can help you lose weight. That's all I ever try to do is help people. But I don't got the platform. I don't get the numbers. I'm trying to help, and other motherfuckers is trying to hurt, and they getting rewarded. So what is my efforts then? What is my efforts? What is my efforts? If I'm telling niggas, nah. Let's go to my favorite interview, to everybody's favorite interview. Max B. When I said to Max B, yo, what is it going to take to end all this shit? What did he say? Somebody got to die. What did I say to him? Nah, you don't mean that. I wasn't like, oh, word? oh, word? Bozo, Felix, Bozo. You know what? You ain't got to worry about nothing, 'cause I never saw you here before. Your name Felix. You fuck up out of here. You got blocked. But you know what, though? Sometimes, some of y'all need to get your head knocked off. You think these dudes ever gonna get their head knocked off? You know what's funny too? I don't expect suckers to understand my language. I don't speak sucker, nor bitch ass nigga. Seriously. I never sat with nobody and egged on anything. We really from that. For real. Dirty subway. We from that. Going outside, my grandmother think we outside. We in Westchester somewhere digging in pockets and doing stupid shit. We from that. We don't come from walking around with bodyguards. We come from going where we want to. Causing a ruckus, causing havoc. We come from destroying, harming our community. Trying to reconcile now. And the only thing we can do to reconcile is tell people it's no winning in that. We come from that. So if we come from it and we telling you to chill, how come people that don't come from it is egging it on? That's all I'm saying. Maybe everybody don't get it. Maybe it's just too simplistic for people. Did you ever see the time where Adam interviewed somebody and he said to them, "You don't want to get your lick back? You don't want to spin?" And dude was like, "Nah, I don't even want to talk about it." "You sure you don't want to get your lick back?" Even when I interview people, you go through any interview that I've ever done, and the person is speaking about somebody who they dislike, I will always say to them, how can the situation be resolved? I got scars older than them niggas. Seriously. Some of my friends died before they had facial hair. Black, you right. They egging it on because it's thousands tune in and fascinated with drama and gossip because that's the culture that was pushed on us. That's the shit that keep it going. When does it stop? And whose job is it to stop us? You better be scared of anybody that could go back to their country. I'm telling you. Anybody that could go back to a country, we stuck here. We ain't got nowhere to go back to. We here for the long haul, forever. Anybody that could leave, cause a ruckus, get their chips and leave, that shit different. We can't go nowhere. We stuck here, generations. And I guess many people never lost nobody before. I guess the shit is funny. I guess the shit is funny. I guess the shit is just content. Not to me. And like I said, they little dudes to me. So at the end of it all, who's going to speak to them and say, "Yo, little homie, it's a little way, another way you could do that"? You got somebody, Nandy Johnson is saying, you seen rappers, you seen Styles P, you seen niggas who's from that. That'll say, "Yo, nah. Dirk and them knew what they was doing. If they knew what they was doing, they wouldn't have got caught." If they knew what they was doing, they wouldn't have got caught. But we growing up in spin culture. We growing up in, I got to get my get back. I got to get my get back. International 5 TV, DM me. I don't talk about business live. It ain't a, listen, let me explain something to you. Frank White, great point. It ain't about anybody going anywhere. It's about bringing other people up. And also, if them two young men want to be like us, and they want to say us, and they a part of what we doing, we have to let them know this ain't how we do it. But when it come down to it, nigga be like, yo, I'm from Jamaica. Y'all don't even got no culture. Black Americans don't got no culture. I'm from Jamaica. That shit don't bother you? What's your name? T, whatever your name is. Stop. Max B video came out on your platform. All right. So let me go back really quick. When Max B did that interview, because maybe you just sipping that bozo juice earlier. So, put the cup down or put the bottle of bozo down and let me educate you really quick. When Max B, if you go back to the Max B interview, what did I say to him? I said, what is it going to take to dead all of this? He said, somebody got to die. What did I say? Yo, you don't mean that. So stop these nuts in your mother mouth. How about that? Stop that. You can never check me and check what I did already. I know where I stand with everything. I know what I said when I said it. And that was like 15, 20 years ago. I know what I said. I know what I did. I ain't never waver off my stance. Ever. Never sold my soul. Never did no bozo shit for likes or views. Always was trying to prevent dudes from going at each other. Always. So cut it out. You ain't saying shit. You told me to stop. Like you got authority over me to tell me to stop. When I straight up and down told him, you don't mean that. And it's from the streets. Where I did the interview at. Have you seen any of them do an interview in the streets? Have you ever seen them in the streets? Have you ever seen them in the streets? I'm from that. I could talk about that, and I don't. And you bringing up something from 20 years ago. Where was Poetik Flakko 8 when I was outside? Get out of here. I told him in that interview, you don't mean that. Nobody don't gotta die. Y'all just find a way to stop. Do you want to know the other part of the interview that I cut out? You want to know I reported on the situation? You know what? That's what we're going to do with you. Just take a break. Come back tomorrow if you want. I'm talking to you too much. Taking too much of my mental capacity right now. You ain't worth it. Anyway. No, he's on. He got time. He got time to marinate. Anyway, like I said, dudes could come here, report on what they want to, get their bag, and go home. Where we go? I'm just saying report responsibly. Who should spin? Breaking down lyrics. Sometimes a dude might add a subliminal diss. Nobody caught it. Right? Nobody caught it. Until you highlight it and say, he did such and such right here. This is a such and such diss. Oh, nah, he got to get his back. Do you realize that these guys might have 20,000 people watching them at any time? At any time? 20,000 people watching them? Now, before I go, we have the tax on and the Troy Ave situation. How did that escalate? I ain't report none of that shit. I ain't even talk about it. The internet. We all got a responsibility. Once it get too crazy, oh, I'm out. It ain't wax. This ain't no Drake and Kendrick. Dudes is spinning for real. Anyway, I was about to hit y'all with a granddaddy IU. Annie PC, I appreciate you. Larry, I appreciate the Cash App. Gina Page, y'all all be dry snitching? Who's y'all all? I want to know who y'all all is, because I don't. Gina Page, you a woman talking like that? Y'all all be hummer stunting? How old are you? Nobody even say hummer stunting no more. Where's my hummer stunting? Oh, shout out to you. Y'all all be dry snitching. Dry snitching on what? Who be dry snitching? Stop Pharrell fronting and hummer stunting? That's how you talk? That's how you talk? That's how you really talk? That's how you talk? That's how you look, first and foremost. I can't really make out what you are, so we're just gonna leave you alone. Y'all got laws and y'all got got rights and shit. We just leave you the hell alone. Like, shit. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing about you. Y'all got laws and rights. I can't even make out what you are. You're not being observant, you're being stupid. You said y'all all. That means everybody. Don't include me in that. If you being observant, don't you know what I do here? Don't you know when you talk to me crazy in any way? Don't you know what happens? I do this. It gets spooky quick. It gets spooky. You ain't being observant. I can't tell a... Nowadays, I don't know what y'all are. I can't tell a woman... Listen, first of all right, so now you force me. I didn't want to do it to you. First of all, you think you look like a chick? You think you could fool somebody like me? Your chin is strong. You got on a turtleneck, so you're covering one of the... Know what? First of all, your chin is strong. And you got on a... What is that? You think you look like a chick? You Gina in name, not in gender. You got on a turtleneck. People don't even wear turtlenecks no more. You think you could fool us? Now, we not having a conversation. You came in saying what you wanted to say. You said you all be dry snitching, you stunting in Hummer. You said all that. You got a strong chin and a turtleneck on, and you talking about, I must be something because I can't tell. You can't tell. You know what, Gina? Thank you for coming. God bless you. Good night. I ain't even... Y'all got rights. Matter of fact, I'm out. Y'all ain't getting me in trouble. I holler. Ain't nobody getting me in trouble. I don't trust nothing. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Nah, ain't getting me. Get my account clipped. Nope, I'm out. I holler. Till next time.